Yeah, hello all. Welcome to our Linux learning program. From today, we will start learning the Linux. First, we will understand what is the Linux operating system. Linux is the operating system which is developed by the Linus Torvald. Linus Torvald has taken the Unix kernel. On top of that, he has built his own Linux kernel and he has given as a open source. On top of that, so many Linux distributions are implemented based on their own requirement, like Red Hat distribution, CentOS distributions, Ubuntu distributions, Fedora distributions, and Linux Mint distributions. Okay, these are the distributions. Then we will understand the what is the operating system. Okay, so operating system is an interface between the user and the computer hardware. The hardware of the computer cannot understand the human readable language as it works on the binaries. Binaries are nothing but the zeros and ones. Also, it is very tough for human to understand the binary language. In such case, we need an interface which can translate human language to the hardware and vice versa for effective communication. So operating systems are nothing but, for example, we have the different kinds of operating system: Windows operating system, Linux operating systems, Unix operating systems, Mac operating system. These are the popular operating systems. Okay, so when human cannot understand the binary language and binary computer cannot understand the human language, then we need some intermediary language. So that is called the operating system. So operating system will take the input from the user, it will convert it and send to the uh, our computer hardware, and computer hardware will process the that data and give the output to the user. So that is the main purpose of the our operating system. So then we will understand the architecture of the Linux operating system. In the Linux architecture, in the middle of the we have the hardware. On top of the hardware, we have the kernel. Kernel is the main part of the Linux operating system. It is the heart of the Linux operating system. It can do everything which is most important in the Linux operating system. That is, for example, it can schedule the task. Linux kernel can schedule the task, manage the resources, and control the security. The next level is the shell, which act as the user interface. It interprets the user commands and starting the applications. Means shell can take the user input and it will interpret that command and give the output to the user on the shell prompt. So different kinds of shells are available in the Linux operating system. Mostly we will use the bash shell, but we have the C shell, sh. These are some popular shells in the Linux operating system. So we will learn more detail the shells about the shells in the when we are learning the shell script. But now we will understand the what is the shell. Okay, on top of that we have the applications. Okay, in the applications are nothing but the utilities. So many applications are the in our in Linux operating system, so which provides a utility function. In other words, it is the user level. User is the one who operate those utilities. For example, we have the so many commands in the Linux operating system, like who is the command, awk is the command, ls is the command, cat is the command. Now these are the nothing but the utilities or application in the Linux operating system. Okay, then so this is the architecture of the our Linux operating system. Now we will learn about the what is the file system hierarchy. Okay, so in this Linux operating system, we have this some folder structure. That folder structure is nothing but the file system hierarchy in the Linux operating system. Okay, so let's understand one by one. Here we have the hierarchy of the our file system. So hierarchy will start from the slash. Under that slash, we have the slash home, slash usr, slash etc, slash root, slash opt, slash lib, slash boot, slash sbin, slash bin, slash var, slash mnt, slash media, slash temp. These are the some most important file system hierarchy in the Linux operating system. Let's understand one by one. Okay, let's open the our Visual Studio Code and I will explain one by one. Okay, so first our file system hierarchy will start from the slash. Okay, slash is nothing but the top level directory in Linux operating system. Okay, so it is a parent directory, a directory for all other directories, and it is also called the called as a root directory. It is also called the root directory. I will write in the short form as a dir. Okay, it is a parent directory for the parent dir for all other directories in the Linux. Dir in Linux. Okay, so after this we will see the slash root. Slash root is the home directory for the root user. It is the home directory dir for root user. It creates workspace for root user. Okay, workspace is nothing but the root user can work inside that workspace and he can store any kind of the data in that workspace. Okay, so whenever he creates any files or whenever he creates anything in the in root user, so it will store in the slash root workspace. Okay, so then next directory is the home slash home. So it is the home directory for the home directory for the other users, other than the root user, other than the root user. Okay, so next is the slash boot. It contains the bootable files, bootable files like VM lies, VM liners, VM liners, etc. Okay, then next one is the slash etc. It contains the all default configuration files. So whenever we install any application in the Linux operating systems, it creates some configuration files in the background. So those configuration files will be stored inside the slash etc. Okay, then next one is the slash usr. So it is the default installation location. So whenever we install any software in the Linux operating system, this is the default location for that software installation. Okay, then we have the slash opt. So it is the optional directory for slash usr. So and also it is default location for third party installation. For example, any third party application you are installing in the Linux operating system, so it will store into the slash opt. Means when someone asks you to find out the where some third party applications are installed, so you can go inside the slash opt and you can search that application. So this is the default location for the any third party applications. Okay, then uh, it comes to the uh, next um, next file system is this slash bin. Okay, slash bin stores it stores the user commands. Means normal users can run which commands run by the normal user, those commands will be stored in the slash bin. So next file system is the slash sbin. Slash sbin it stores root user commands. Which commands run by the root user, those commands will be stored inside the slash sbin. Okay, next we have the slash dev. So it is the default location for the dev devices. Like we have the, for example, slash dev slash hda for hard disk, slash dev slash sda for SATA disk, slash dev slash vda for virtual disk. Okay, these are the some popular devices which is mounted into the slash dev slash vda slash dev in the slash dev file system. Okay, then we have the slash proc. It is called the virtual directory. Whatever data it will contain, whatever data it contains, it is not persistent. It will change frequently. So whatever data will be generated inside the slash proc, it will not store that permanently. That data will be changed frequently. For example, so it has the files like slash proc slash meminfo. Memory information will be changed. Usage information will be frequently changed. So these kind of the information will be stored in the slash proc file system. Second one is the important one is the CPU info. These information utilization information will be changed frequently, so that is why it is not the persistent data, it will be changed frequently. And it is also called the virtual directory. So then comes to the slash var. Slash it contains the variable files like log files. So whenever you want to search about the any log files, it will store inside the slash var, like slash var slash log. So inside this you can find the any log in the Linux operating system. So then after comes to the another file system in the slash mnt. It is the default mount point for the mount point for any partition. So whenever you are not created any mount point for the mount the any partition, so on that time you can mount that partition on the MNT. It is by default empty. It is by default empty. So you can mount it anytime in the slash MNT. So next file system is the media. Slash media is the default mount point for the, it is default mount point for the any external disk, like we have the pen drive, CD-ROM. These kind of the devices will mount inside the slash media. Then we have the slash lib. So it contains the library files. Okay, these are the some important folder structure or the file system hierarchy in the Linux operating system. These are the very important to find out the quickly find out the solutions in the Linux operating systems. So please understand this and go through once again. Uh, once again, for the what is the architecture, then what is the file system structure in the Linux operating system. For example, someone asks you to find out something, some logs. If you know the file system structure, you can directly go inside the var log and you can find out the logs immediately and you can troubleshoot your issues. So because of that, these file system structure is the most important in the Linux operating system. Okay. um, so these topics today we discuss in a brief way. So thank you for listening my session. If you like the my session, please like and subscribe the my channel. Thank you.